PLC is a professional learning community, and it is the way I view it is a structure which allows teachers and educators and administrators to communicate and collaborate with each other and sharing in those best practices that we are doing in our classrooms and sharing out.
Everything about a professional learning community is common sense. You can name it anything that you want, really. PLC, Common Sense Central, it doesn't matter. Basically, it's education for all, learning for all.
The four components of a PLC are the four PLC questions. Question number one, what do we want students to know or be able to do? Question number two, how do we know that they've learned it or can do it? Question number three, what do we do if they struggle to learn or if they haven't learned? And question number four, what do we do if they have learned? What kind of extension or enrichment do we provide students?
I think there's been an evolution in interest in professional learning communities in every district. Our particular district went gung-ho and it became a rallying cry rather than a whisper 2 years ago.
For us, it was just gave us a backbone for our school district on what we needed to do to give our teachers that opportunity to collaborate. In many years, even when I first started teaching, I like to refer to it as teachers were teaching in silos, which means they taught all by themselves, they closed the classroom door and away they went, and the PLC model allows teachers to share with each other. It seems kind of common sense nowadays that we should talk to each other to be able to get better.
Again, we can't forget that we're a global society now. This is all part and parcel of the fact that we are feeling as though we are part of a whole. And this organism is one that is very dynamic, it's very fluid, and it emphasizes the learning for every single child.
PLC meetings work according to the composition of the team. At the elementary school level, it could be a grade level team. All teachers of the first grade, second grade, etc. Middle school can meet in a couple of forums. They can meet by grade level team, or they can meet by content area team.
At the high school, what we do is we divide them up by content area in terms of there's a math PLC, there's a science PLC, social studies, and so on. Each department has its own professional learning community. They get together weekly, if not more often, and meet as a group.
What we also do with all 3 elementary schools is once a month we get together with the entire district's teachers of, let's say, first grade, kindergarten, second grade, third grade, and they're able to share the ideas and what has been going on, the results that have been going on. Lots and lots of wonderful ideas come out of those buildings.
I think the biggest benefits that we've noticed at the high school level, in particular myself, is just the collaboration between the teachers and how comfortable they feel sharing eventually with each other. It took us a while for the teachers to open up and share with their ideas with other people, but in the past year and a half, it's been tremendous on the number of things that we are seeing from teachers and the number of the things that teachers are trying in different ways.
We have made our learning targets very clear. There are no more surprises, no more gotchas. When students walk in a classroom, they can expect to see either in language that says learning target or I can statements, what it is they need to know or be able to do. And I think they're a little more confident that if they're able to do those things, that they will be successful.
This allows us to make sure that we're all teaching the same things. We're all teaching that standard. We're all communicating. We all have the same I can statements. Those learning target statements are being out there for those kids, and that they know they're getting the exact same thing along the way.
One of the most robust ways in which to reinforce learning is for students to track their own progress. I know that at kindergarten and first grade and even second grade that, one would look at it and go, well, how does a child, do that? I cannot tell you how engaged and how excited they are when they have their own little graph, they have their own piece of paper, and they see those dots moving up along the trajectory of mastery. We're beyond the multiple choice test answers. We want the children to be able to think deeply. We want the children to be able to collaborate with their colleagues. We want the children to be able to express and articulate their thoughts clearly, both in writing and in speaking.
It's about each student's ability to learn, not about each student's ability to learn compared to another student, but about each student's evidence of learning compared to the learning target, the standard, or the curriculum.
This is fundamentally what makes the greatest amount of sense as far as how we would approach having all students be able to master all the standards in order to become productive members of the future.